Welcome back for a new Top 20 list. This time in honor of a subgenre I think it gets way too much hate personally. I have sort of a definitely guilty pleasure or appreciation, especially for specific songs of specific bands of this time period, late 90s to early to mid 2000s. We are looking at, in my opinion, 20 awesome new metal songs. And hopefully enjoy the music in the background. Lust Paradise and Lost Paradise pieces of music. First up, honorable mentions. First up, we have The Only by Static X. Rest in peace, Wayne Static. Also, Getting Away with Murder by, of course, Papa Roach. Alive by P.O.D. Also, Drowning by Crazy Town off their second album. Eva from Orgy off of their second album, Vapor Transmission. Last of the honorable mentions goes to Everybody's Full by Evanescence off their debut album, Fallen. So, some of these artists and some of these songs I consider also underrated. Others are better well known. First up, coming in at number 20, is a song from, I think, the somewhat overlooked and underrated, definitely new metal band at the time. Coming at number 20 is the song called Boom by the band P.O.D. If you've never really checked out any of P.O.D.'s work, I recommend checking out their definitely late 90s, early 2000s. Heck, even check out some of their work from around like 2010 to 2012. Like between Angels and was it when like Angels and Snakes. Pretty good overall. I think some of their music definitely deserves more love than it gets. Coming at number 19, definitely from the very polarizing new metal band Limp Bizkit, comes in at 19 is their song Break Stuff, which is pretty cool given all the cameos and everything you actually see in the music video, as you would have people like Eminem appear in the video, as well as, like, believe it or not, like Snoop and like many others. Coming at number 18, from the late Wayne Static, from definitely when he was in his prime. Coming at 18 is the song Push It by Static X. Definitely pretty awesome band in my opinion. Definitely keep in mind the style and everything of Wayne Static is an acquired taste, like many bands in new metal is an acquired taste, but personally, Static X is one of, I think, probably the best harder side bands that came out of new metal. Personal perspective. Coming at number 17 is the criminally underrated or underrated song by the criminally underrated band. The song is called Broken, and it's by the band 12 Stones. If you've never checked out 12 Stones, most likely you have heard the lead vocalist in 12 Stones, as they did the theme for the brief time around 2010-2011 group in wrestling called Nexus. They also, lead male vocals was also used in the song by Evanescence, Bring Me to Life. Coming in at number 16, somewhat definitely a heavily political band, and coming at 16 is the song called Guerrilla Radio by the band Rage Against the Machine. Coming in at number 15, from the band Saliva, is the song Ladies and Gentlemen, which actually was around like 2004 2005 time frame. But with that said, still, Ladies and Gentlemen is a great track, and the fact it was featured on, well, of course, at the time, still around the beginning of WWE WrestleMania, that would be used one year for the theme. Coming in at number 14 is the song Fiction, Dreams, and Digital, the title track off of Vapor Transmission by the band Orgy. Orgy is, in my opinion, one of easily the, at least for me, top three probably favorite nu metal bands of the time period. And by the way, the bands I chose are bands that are labeled nu metal by specifically Billboard, though I disagree with a few of the bands. Coming in at number 13 is the song Step Up by the band Drowning Pool. Now, personally, I only like a few songs from Drowning Pool personally. 37 Stitches is one of the tracks I like. But for me personally, Step Up is easily my probably favorite song from Drowning Pool. I know most people it's Bodies, but for me it's Step Up, as it was featured in the mid 2000s Punisher movie, which is awesome, and really enjoyed the fight scene with Kevin Nash. Coming in next at number 12, off of their debut album in 2000, is the song Voices by the band Disturbed, off their debut album Sickness, or rather Down with It. Yeah, just The Sickness. Coming in next at number 11, though I consider them more symphonic metal, definitely they used a very much elements of nu metal in their debut album Fallen. Coming in at number 11 is the song Bring Me to Life, which also features the lead male vocals of course, 12 Stones, besides Amy Lee. Coming in at number 10 is the song Crash, a criminally overlooked song that actually features the vocals from Wayne Static, though it would not be with actually his band Psych X. It was with another group called Mephistopheles Odyssey. The song was used as a key song and track on the movie, straight to VOD though, but still superb film this track will be used in, and that is Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. I recommend checking out the music video, it's pretty cool. Very heavily gothic, very much so, but it makes sense given, you're talking about Batman Beyond, which was known for use in more underground, like hardcore techno, very much popular in the goth scene. Coming in next at number 9 is the song Between Angels and Insects by the band Papa Roach off their debut album Infest, which is arguably my personal favorite track. I know most people, it's usually another song that's most people's favorite off the album, but for me, it's Between Angels and Insects and always will be. Coming in at number 8, another track off of Disturbed's debut album from 2000. Coming at number 8 is the song The Game, which, by the way, is a great track, great energy and everything to it. Also, the song would be used in the Dragon Ball Z film, Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge. Great track, getting to see the fight when Cooler reveals his ultimate form and starts beating the crap out of Goku. As an epic scene and a heck of an impact, which is why I think Cooler remains a lot of people one of their favorite villains of Dragon Ball Z history. Coming in next at number 7, more on the softer side of things, is the song Butterfly off their debut album, The Gift of Game, and that being, of course, the band Crazy Town. And they would sample the basic melody and stuff of the song would be from Pity or some little ditty which was used off of a, can't want to forget bands, Red Hot Chili Peppers. So they sample Red Hot Chili Peppers, but to be honest, it is arguably probably one of the best songs, at least lyrically speaking, though I have a guilty pleasure fondness for Crazy Town for some reason. Coming in at number 6 is the song My Way, arguably my personal favorite song from Limp Bizkit. It would be the main theme, of course, WrestleMania X7. Then coming in next at number 5 is easily, in my opinion, the best song in the discography of P.O.D, and that is the track Going In Blind. Great song, easily. Coming in at number 4 is the song Rest in Peace Chester. At number 4 is In the End off of Linkin Park's debut album, Hybrid Theory, which is a superb and great track, and if you've never heard, I highly recommend checking it out. Then again, if you've not heard Hybrid Theory, I feel sorry for you, as it is an incredible album. It is the example, I think, the pinnacle of really new metal for the most part. I still hold, in my opinion, Linkin Park is the best band to come out of new metal. Not sure some other people's opinions on that. Coming in at number 3 is arguably, I think, the best cover song to come out of new metal, in my opinion, is the cover song originally done by New Order, covered by Orgy. It would be on their debut album, Candy Ass. Great song, and I think a superb cover. Would be released in 1998 into 1999, and I think it is one of the most underrated cover songs in rock and metal. Coming in at number 2, also again, we go back to Linkin Park. In my opinion, one of their best songs off of, in my opinion, their best album, and that being off of Meteora, and that being the track Faint. I think it's the best of their harder songs on that specific album as a whole. Coming at number 1, shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, is easily my favorite song of all time from Linkin Park. It is also pretty much my favorite song of the 2000s. And that is arguably the best song off of Meteora and everything. And that is coming at number 1, Numb. As the song does hold a special place for me, as most early Linkin Park music does. Whether it be Hybrid Theory, Reanimation, whether it be Meteora, or even, I think, the criminally overhated, underrated album, Minutes to Midnight, which I love with a passion. And I like many of their other albums for other specific reasons. The willingness to experiment with their 2010 album, of course, that being Thousand Suns. But with that said, hopefully you enjoyed the music in the background I chose today. And with that said, I'll see you all next time. Stay safe. And if you get a chance, seriously, check out some of this new metal. I recommend highly, though, check out stuff like Hybrid Theory, as well as Meteora. Check out some P.O.D. Check out early. Honestly, real early Disturbed has real brute force and strong emotion, especially in songs like Down with the Sickness and many others. You can hear just the raw emotion in the vocals and stuff from Dave. But with that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel, and stay safe out there.